Video tutorial assignment, Unit 3 assignment number 1. So the question I chose is Unit 3 assignment number 1. List the transformations of f at x in the order that you would do them. G at x equals negative 1 over 2f, brackets open, 1 over 3, brackets open, x minus 2, brackets closed, minus 5. So the general function to perform transformations on any function is g at x equals af, brackets open, k, brackets open, x minus d, brackets closed, plus c. A, k, d, and c represent the transformations of the parent functions, and a and c are the changes to the y, meaning they are vertical changes. K and d are changes to the x, meaning they are horizontal changes. Now let's look into Desmos. When the a value is above 1, the graph is vertically stretched, which means the graph is vertically skinnier, as you can see on the graph. And when the a value is between 0 and 1, the graph is vertically compressed, which means the graph is vertically wider, as you can see in the graph. Now let's look at c value. When the c value is positive, the graph is shifted up, as you can see on the graph. And when the c value is negative, the graph is shifted down. Just like that. Now, let's look at k value. When the k value is above 1, the graph is horizontally compressed, which means the graph is horizontally skinnier. And when the k value is between 0 and 1, the graph is horizontally stretched, which means the graph is getting horizontally wider. And now let's look at value d. When the d value is positive, the graph is shifted right, and when the d value is negative, the graph is shifted left. So we will now list the transformations. A equals negative 1 over 2, which means it is a vertical reflection and vertical compression by a factor of 1 over 2. When A is negative, it causes a vertical reflection, and when A is between 0 and 1, it causes a vertical compression. K equals 1 over 3. When K is in between 0 and 1, it causes a horizontal stretch. So it causes a horizontal stretch by a factor of 3. When writing a transformations, we use a reciprocal of K. D equals 2. When D is positive, it appears negative in the equation, and it causes a right shift, so it is a shift right 2 units. C equals negative 5. When C is negative, it appears negative in the equation, and it causes a downward shift, which is why shift down 5 units in this equation. So if we sub in all the transformations into the Desmos, A equals negative 1 over 2, K equals 1 over 3, D equals 2, and C equals negative 5. It gives us this graph. And if we sub in all of those transformations into y equals af brackets open, k brackets open, x minus d brackets closed, plus c equation, it gives us this graph, which is the same as the graph that we did before, which we can see that the graph we did is correct. Thank you.